This is my 2007 R6 and I have a error code. See that? 18. It used to come and disappear. Now it stays for a while. I know what is this error 18. This is mostly the exup sensor, the servo motor. You can see there is a square box over here. Yeah, can you see this plug where my finger is pointing? That plug connects to a square box, and there would be these wires, cables I would call, these two cables which will move this butterfly blade, so that will allow it to open and send the exhaust faster, or block the exhaust so it will have a return to your head, which would create more power. What we are going to do here is, we are not going to put a servo eliminator, we are just going to try to fix the servo motor itself. So let's go ahead. Okay, so it was not easy to remove the plug, so what I'm going to do is I'm directly going to remove um, the servo motor itself, the box. As you can see, it has a bolt over there. I believe it is a 10 mm. Let's go ahead and remove. Okay, it was a 8 mm, and those two bolts are removed now. Let me pull that out gently. I guess pulling it out on the other side would be easy. Okay, so this side is more accessible than the other side, so let's take this device from this side. Okay, now it would be time to plug out. Let's plug this out and see. This is my 2007 Yamaha R6 exup motor. They call it as exup motor. It's a servo motor inside, so I have no idea what is there inside this. Let's go ahead and remove and see what is there and what we can do to resolve the issue. So currently I'm getting a code 18. It's not a present code, but it's not stored in the memory, but I see in the front of the dash itself as 18. Remove. Okay, this is how it looks. There is the servo motor, and this is the sensor which is connected to the wheel and pointed to this direction. As you can see, there is a gap. The sensor is pointed to that direction, so I'm not sure what would go wrong in this. Let's see whether the sensor comes off. Yeah, the sensor just comes off, and this is the wheel, just all mechanical stuff on this side. So the only electronical stuff is inside this. I'm not sure the motor would be the problem. Let me check that, and let's check the sensor. There are only the two components inside. It should be pretty easy to figure out. Okay, so this one looks like a resistor, means a variable resistor, so it can move, and I think it can change the value. So I could test here, but I cannot hold the light, the camera, and even test the resistance value. So this is my multimeter here, and I have set this multimeter to 20 kilo ohms. As you can see, it is in 20 kilo ohms. So what I'm going to do is I'm connecting this clip wire to this orange, white and green, right? So I'm going to connect first white to the orange, which is here, the center top pin and the last pin. So okay, see that we have some value. It's 4 ohms currently, right? Let me try to change that. Take a bigger one. Yes, this is the bigger one. See, 2 ohms, sorry, 0.52 ohms. Oh, now it is 9. So I think the bike would work depend upon the value of this. Resistance can lose its position. I don't know how that is designed for the ECU to understand. Let's connect this to the next pin. Okay, now it is connected to the green and the white. So it is 2.90 ohms. Yeah, it changes even in this. So 7 ohms. Okay, so we get a value on this sensor. The sensor is working. Okay, I have 2 AA batteries here. It's giving me around 2.7 volt. So let's check that. Yeah, 2.4 to 2 point something. Yeah, around 2.5 to 2.7. I hope that should be enough for this motor to spin. I need to figure out. Okay, this is bidirectional motor, right? So it should be fine connecting either ends. See that? It moves. See this pulley. So the motor is spinning one direction. Let's put the reverse direction. Okay, it slips because the wheels are coming out. Okay, the motor itself is working. The motor is not an issue. So the motor is not an issue and the sensor is not an issue. Okay, there is my eBay motor connected. Okay, let's turn off, turn on and see whether we have any code still. Okay, the codes is gone. Let's turn off and see whether this motor was working. Turn off, now turn on. Okay, it didn't do anything. Let's see, let's start and see. Oh, my battery is down. That's bad. Okay, let me charge my battery, then come back and do this. I did test this motor, it works. So I'm going to connect this instead of the one which is already in my bike, and let's see whether the code has been disappeared or cleared itself. So to do that, you need to remove two of the Allen screws over here. One on the side here, see that, this one, and the other two is here, one here and one here. So let's remove that, and I'll show you how to remove this servo motor. So the screws are removed. This piece should come out. Okay, this is how it looks inside. So it's going to pull left side and the right side to adjust this direction. Okay, so try to keep these two facing on this side. That's how you know the blade will be closed most of the time. So you need to keep the adjustment right over here. So let me go ahead and remove this. Okay, so I did pull it back and pulled it out of this lock. So that is pretty easy, it's self-understandable. So there are two nuts and it's locked over there, so you just pull it back and pull it outside. And this one, you see this, take this wire this side and pull it to the top. It just comes pretty easily. That's it. This is something like your bicycle brake levers, brake cables. So same on the other side, just pull it on the top, it comes outside. So the default position of this one is completely open, so that if it is facing on that side, it is completely open. If it is facing this way, it's completely closed. See this, you should check this also, whether it is having a free movement or not. Sometimes if this gets stuck also, your servo motor won't move, so do check that. So now you should check for all these zip blocks and cut those zip ties, and then you can remove your servo motor from the other side. And one last thing to remove the servo motor cable out completely is this 8mm. So everything connected to the servo motor is 8mm screws. So once you lose this down, the servo motor is completely free from the bike. No, it won't come at the first step. You have to go this side and the other side. See, it gets locked over here. So try to push it down here, try to get it out. Now it should be easy. That's how you remove your servo motor out of your bike. This is the old one, and this is the other old one from eBay. Okay, my eBay servo motor is connected now, and for information, this goes only one way. So the one holds your cable, the servo cable goes only one way. So this bracket is designed that way. See this one, this is designed that way. So do not connect in a wrong way. It will not allow you, because this bracket sits flush only when you connect one way. That is a tip. And the cable, let's come to the cable. Oh, I totally forgot, right? Which cable goes there. There are two cables. I totally forgot which cable goes which way. No problem, I have the video. Let's go and review the video. So for indication, there is a black and there is a silver. Both of them are not same color. That is black and that is silver. Let me review the video and see which goes which side. Okay, I reviewed my video. So the one towards outside is the black and one inside is the silver. That's how it was connected. And you can see this, it's these two wire, the connector, it's facing straight. So as I said, it should be in close position like this. So to adjust that, you can simply rotate this net up and adjust it. So can do it in one hand, but I will try to show you at least. So I am rotating the bottom net towards upside, so which will make this to come this way. So try. Okay, that's it. I tightened these bolt, and as you can see, it is almost facing this side. There is a slight play. I believe that should be there, because it should be slightly opened when your bike is in idle. So if not, I will adjust that later. Looks like this cable was connected in the wrong side by the previous owner, so I doubt it was connected the wrong side. Let's test that. Okay, clockwise is open, anti-clockwise is closed. So once I raise, it should move clockwise. Let's see that. It moves anti-clockwise. So that was the issue. Somebody connected it in the wrong way, so it gets jammed when I am racing. That's why the servo motor always gives me error. So we found the issue. Let's swap the cable. Okay, now connected it vice versa. So the black cable inside and the silver cable outside. Let's turn on the key. Okay, looks it's moving to the clockwise. That looks satisfying. So it will never get jammed. It was rotating in the opposite side, and this doesn't allow to rotate, so it gets jammed. That was the issue. Okay, great. And no error codes. Nice. Have my zip tie. I'm going to zip tie all of these. That's it. So once that is done, it's complete and good to go.